So hey everybody, it's your boy Sussly. I'm back here with you to do that review I was talking about, which is the Misfits Mini BlackStar Fly 3 amp. And with that, I also have the extension cab. Both of those will be hooked up. I do have my own DIY distortion pedal that I did build, so that we're going to kick into that to add a little bit more grit to it and just get it over the top. It's almost there. I think it could get there. And you'll know what I'm talking about if you're one of those gain freaks, that sort of thing. Just a little bit of overdrive to punch that a little bit and make it a little bit smoother. Without that, I think it sounds great, but what we'll do is we'll take a quick look at this. We'll get right into it. Here we go. The main reason we're doing the review today and demo is this puppy right here. That is the Misfits Edition BlackStar Fly 3 Mini Bluetooth. And I do have the extension cab here, which I did get through Sam Ash. So this was mainly purchased through Amazon. I did get the extension through Sam Ash, and that was about 40 bucks. So I got a little mini stack going on here. These are the settings I came up with that I think are going to sound the best. It does have the delay, so you can do a time delay on that, a gain function right there. And if you click off the button right here, that'll get you closest as you can to clean. So we're going to explore all the settings on that. We'll take our time, and then we're going to kick in this little puppy. So we're going to add this to the mix to the video today. So the video may be a little bit longer, but this is my MXR 80s classic distortion replica type pedal, DIY. So I got a volume and I got a tone, and we're going to plug that in also to push this thing over the top a little bit, smooth it out. And let's take a look at a little of the memorabilia that we do have down here. So we got a signed Jerry's Only Famous Monster CD, Jerry Only himself, reaction figure, and of course you got to have I do like the cover on that. American Psycho. What do you say? Got our little Misfits t-shirt collection going on. And we're going to be doing this up here with the Fender Squier Affinity. So we're just going to take a quick look at this. We're going to go through it, see what kind of sounds we can get, and we'll go from there. Again, our little Misfits collection, that famous Monster CD, let alone signed. So that's looking at upwards of 400 at this point. We got our, yes, Misfits Halloween tee. Misfits Attack. Yeah. American Psycho. And our Jerry Only reaction figure. Itself, I just love the amp. I love the way it looks. And we'll take a look. So what we're going to do first is take a look at these settings. This is what I dialed in where I think you're going to get the best quality sound for the amp. Now, right now, I just have it going out of the head and the speaker itself. I don't have the cabinet hooked up. We're going to go through this individually. But right here, what I got going on is the overdrive kicked in. That's pressed down. With it popped up, you're in the closest you're going to get to the clean sound. And these are my levels. The gain, the volume. The ISF is from sort of like a muddy, gritty type thing to a very bright British type sound. So right now we're going towards the British sound. I did not like it on, say, we're right around 8. And this is my delay settings right here. So we're going to go ahead, pause that, get the guitar, in gear, and we'll see what this sounds like. All right, everybody, so we're back for the video. Sake of the video, what we're using today is the Squier Affinity with a bridge and neck pickups. It's got the volume tone knob, and the reason for this guitar, for this particular amp, I want to see how much I can get out of the actual bridge pickup on this and the neck pickup. This just got back from the shop. I had the fret edges done. We had these filed down, smoothed out, the nut replaced, and the tuners. So this just got back from the shop. We're going to be running through this, and so this is kind of a combo deal for me. We got the BlackStar Fly 3 demo and review. I get to go through this guitar and actually enjoy playing it since I did have this. Oh, that feels great. And then also the Misfits Memorabilia that I did have out earlier in the video. So you already seen what the settings were, so we're just going to go through right now. Now, as far as the volume and the tone, got them both turned up. We're in the bridge position, and let's go for it. Alright, so that was in the bridge position with the settings that we already had. So let's just kick that up into the neck pickup. Alright, so that was in your neck pickup. Let's just kick that into the middle position here. Basically what I got going on is those settings that we were shown earlier. I think that's probably the sweetest spot you're going to find on the amp. Now you can monkey with it and do a few different things if you'd like. I've gone through them all, and it's all preference and obviously taste to your ear and what you feel about it. But for me, this is what works. Now that was just the amp itself and the head. I don't have that hooked up to the extension speaker. We'll be doing that shortly. But what I'm going to do is kick in that overdrive pedal. I'm going to show you what I got going on for settings there, and then we're going to take a look at it and see what this sounds like with this boosted just a little bit extra and that little bit of extra overdrive. Again, this is my DIY pedal, MXR Distortion 80s, early 80s type classic pedal. So let's pause that and I'll be right back. Right now, as I said, these are settings that we're using for the Misfits limited edition. There's overdrive is still kicked in. Now what we're going with is this boost pedal, my DIY boost pedal. I got it kind of replicating the MXR Distortion classic script, that sort of thing. It does have the original chip in it. So I kind of tweaked this a few different ways here and there to get it where I wanted. And this is what I'm running with right now. This is going to give me that little bit of overdrive boost to it, smooth things out. I'm going to keep the levels where they are as far as delay goes and everything like that. And then once we're done with that, we're going to go right back and kick off the overdrive and go to the clean channel. And then for our final setup, we're going to kick in the cabinet. Right now we're in the 3-watt mode, that being just the head itself in the top cab. Once I got this hooked up, it'll give us a full 6 watts. Be right back. So everybody, we're back. You did see the settings that I have going on right now for the DIY distortion pedal and the amp. So let's get some sounds out of that. We'll get some gritty sounds going. Here we go. Alright, so there you have it. We were in the bridge position there. I'm going to go ahead and kick that right up into the middle position and see what that sounds like with that DIY pedal kicked in. And then go ahead and pop that right into the neck pickup. Again, both the volume and the tone knob are fully turned all the way up. Alright, so there you go. That's with the distortion pedal kicked in. Let's come back, try everything again with the extension cabinet hooked up, and we'll start with the clean and then go from there. So as I said, now we have the extension cabinet hooked up. So it's going to give us an additional 3 watts of power. Now you can tell that the overdrive is popped up. So this is going to be the closest to clean you're going to get out of this BlackStar. My DIY distortion pedal is off, and now we're just going to run through the clean tones on the bridge, neck, and middle pickups. Hey everybody, so we're back. Let's run through this last half there. Now I did hook up that extension cabinet. All it is a little cable in the back. It looks like your old school telephone wire. I believe like an 8-pin type thing, like you'd see on your computer. You plug it in the back of the head of the actual amp itself and that cabinet, and it gives you additional 3 watts of power. So right now we're running the same settings that I just showed you. No pedal, so no pedal to boost that. At the end I'll kick it in just for some giggles here, see what it sounds like. But right now we're starting off in the bridge position. We'll hit the middle and then the neck. Now it's still got some grit to it, but I do have those settings kind of dialed in. I can definitely pop that off, but what I'm going to do now is just take that, we'll take that gain and leave it right about half. So everything I just showed you earlier, but we're just taking the gain down to half to clean that up really good. Okay, so that obviously took down the volume. So now let's just punch up the volume and see how clean this can get. Still in the bridge position. Alright, so that was your ridge position. Let's go ahead and hit that up in the middle. And we'll try that again in the neck. Was it pretty much for the clean. So what we're going to do is go ahead and just kick on that distortion pedal, leave the settings there right where they were and see what this kind of sounds like now. So it gets a little raspy right there. That's in the neck pickup. Let's go ahead and kick that in the middle position. Alright, so that was your middle position. Let's go ahead and kick that up into... Alright, so let's go ahead and kick that into the bridge position. Alright, so yes, the guitar is playing great actually. The neck feels really great on this, so they did do a great job at the shop and with a new nut, graphite nut. That's it. So there it is, your BlackStar Fly 3 Misfits Limited Edition and the extension cabinet. So we did go through all the tones. You had your amp with the settings that are already had previously dialed in, which let's go back and get that changed. So I'm ready to rip on this in a little while. I'm just going to shut that off now. So like I said, these were the original settings with the overdrive kicked into the amp. We played originally straight through, and that was just the amp. After that, we went ahead and kicked in the distortion pedal with the same settings. After that, again, we went into the clean mode where we kicked off the overdrive and we changed those settings to what I previously had. And we kicked in the extension cabinet. Then we also finished it off with a distortion pedal on top of that. Running the Squier Affinity, freshly back from the shop. What do you guys think? Go ahead and smash that like button and let me know, okay? Like and subscribe, guys. I do appreciate you watching. That's it, guys. I thank you for watching. As always, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Your boy Susty does appreciate it. Have a good one. Take care.